I hear a waterfall. So now we're down in the valley and need to go up. Well, we still got sunlight. Yes. So that's the waterfall. I heard maybe well, so we're down in the valley. This is the valley at its best. Some snails on the ground. Oh, sorry, snakes. I'm talking about snakes. No, snails. Snail was correct. The thing from SpongeBob SquarePants. His house animal. That one. Quite a few of them. And it's also cold, by the way. The sun is behind this mountain. Yes. Oh, good fresh air. Yes. I'm not sure. Nice. Yes. So this one is the side we're going to go up. And for 2 valleys, distance between 2 villages, I'm walking, not all along the valley. Not like maybe just 3 kilometers at least, something like this, like 2 miles approximately, not much more, I'm sure. But the surrounding changes quite a bit, and also in the last bit we got to go, there is like a little nice stream, not just the Linth, but also beside that one there is a dam we walk on, so water on both sides and a really nice stream on the right, like cozy little environment this creates. I'm cold, that's why I have to walk fast. Hello? Hi! There's a train. I'm not taking trains. Even though I have a ticket, I don't have to walk. So I'm cold and will have to put on something, maybe. Now you see the train going. Very colorful train we got. Even in the inside there is yellow, also red, blue. So you feel like a child. They do it on purpose so they can keep us with less energy and more insecure and in our kind of child mode. Whoa. So a big number of people, a crowd, a population is more easy to control if you keep them in a child mode where they always are reactionary and not really thoughtful. I mean, this sort of laid backness when you don't react to all incoming information anymore. We tend to do anyhow. So even with our own thoughts that we think throughout the day. So when you get to do art, that's a really nice experience when you get into a forgetting about how time passes. Well, they call it flow, it might describe that. It's like you're doing something and you see it always getting better. Like you're not fighting or struggling for like painting something, you're enjoying the process. And by doing so, you actually are at the moment, and the stuff you see, like if you copy something, you pick up intuitively even more with your feelings also, and the interpretation you thereof do while you paint is very arty, you know. You pick up the mood of the bird, or you know, stuff like that. Just makes you a good artist. So yeah, there is brain modes that are more enjoyable in life than, like, you know, when you are in this obeying state where you maybe end up at school. You listen, you say yes to all the stuff because they make you remember it by heart. So by that you tell your brain, not actively, but you sort of tell your brain, hey, all these things you just hear, the mere words are all existing, they're of good. So if they in reality pop up again, you don't object, you already have your brain fed with that topic. So it's something your brain recognizes and also likes because you have once learned the fact. So to me, to learn facts is a really bad way to learn, because you should actually learn doing by learning instead of learning by doing. For a haiku moment, I flip these two words when I talk about learning by doing. I mean, I'm saying doing by learning, just to have some obscurity in the way I phrase what I'm doing, to already waken up our brains. Like, hey, this is a joke. Yes, it is. But we know what we are talking about, you know, the mechanic, the works of the brain. So, yeah. So when you see something, your brain gets acknowledged to this fact, and it doesn't really judge. That's another part of the brain that either lets in information or fends you off from this information, this limbic system, and also this judgment of, you know, reptile-like. Am I safe, yes or no? Like, am I gonna stay? Am I gonna even approach forward, or am I kind of, do I have to back off? These things we don't really have access to. It just happens. So it's never actually a good idea to create libraries, because while traveling or while going through your environment where you live in with an open, accessible nervous system, like, you know, I'm feeling, I'm thinking along what I see, I take in the mood, the feel of it, and then also talking to people, real situations. That one learns you a lot more. Actually doing the things, even though you don't know how they are done. So by doing so, you learn. And that's the most natural way, like to be capable of, yeah, maybe be specially skilled. Then you create instruments, maybe. And then also, I mean, to really be able to build a violin is something. Yeah. And yeah, that's the goal, actually, to find one's own talent in all these many things happening to us during life. Also getting up and going to bed takes a bit of our time. Also eating, cleaning all the clothes, stuff like that. So beyond the daily doings, if we then can find something to do with our time that actually only we maybe are capable of in that manner, then we have like the feel of, oh yeah, I'm doing the right thing. Well, it certainly feels good. It does not always prosper that much. Like if you lack the capacity to sell stuff and you'd rather sell ideas. So yeah. So I'm gonna start anew, and then we recollect ourselves for this nice scenery I've talked about. You know, this pond is so nice. So learning by a shaman would be it, or learning from a farmer would also be very, yes,